Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon. I have a ranked game for you guys today. I was going up against the Major General, No Way You Can't Do That, also known as Director, and we have a special guest for you guys today, bit of a surprise. We have BlitzWar, the man himself, with us. Do you want to introduce yourself and just do a little bit of your thoughts right here on my opener, just looking to go into Charlie Delta?
Hello guys, hello everybody. Thanks to having me. So yeah, Punchball playing some ranked. Is it Scandimac?
It is Scandimac, and this is one of the maps that I hope I don't get when I play Scandimac.
It's very good. You have the wheeled opener like you are doing with the chips and the chips bag, which is really good. If you add TGB to that combo, you have like everything, like Fallschirmjäger, recon on that.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Bell,
I don't know why
Bell
I
is a
didn't...
bit risky.
Yeah, the hope here was to just helo drop pretty far in, but I don't think the timing
Yeah.
works out as well as I'd like. And then my CV in this truck was just drunk. I don't know what he's doing.
I mean, basically your Bell are going at the same speed as your Jeeps.
That's pretty goofy.
It's not like a big difference.
Yeah, 205. I guess like,
Yeah.
it looks big, but then this really kind of annoyed me. So first off, M41A1, best anti-helo unit, but he spotted my fob right off the bat. And I was sitting there going, okay, this is a deck that likes the beacon, and that's probably just going to make it harder. Like, I can use resupply Jeeps, it's the cheap one, but I don't know. So I started off the game a little bit on tilt, seeing that, and seeing that go down. And then I'm curious what you think. I didn't really know what to do once I got here with the Lottos and with the NM45s.
Push the 2 point.
Well, but just right in? Isn't it going to run into infantry, something like that?
You have a good defender to spot, and you try to do max damage with your Jeeps, because the Jeeps are only good for the opener. You can only make value of them at the opener. In the middle of the game, it's kind of hard to make value of them.
Gotcha.
A single autocannon can kill them.
Yeah, that does make sense. And then the rest of it's coming behind NM135s with Gewehrman, CV9030Ns with Stormer, double STRV. I don't know about the STRV. Yeah. We'll see.
STRV is a good call, and you playing against Entente Mech, like.
Yeah, Entente Mech.
For sure.
And I mean, just the veterancy on the infantry, right? The elite M60P.
Yeah.
And then I think Director wanted to push me here as well, so I had Fallschirmjäger right here. Get a little bit lucky with the BVP kill, to be honest. And then I just thought, okay.
You should even have a TGM over that down at the opener, which is pretty crucial, because if he get that down, he can cut your reinforcement.
Yeah, right here.
And it will be, yeah.
Yeah, that's certainly true. The Lottos, I just figured, you know, we'll see if I can go up here or not. Turns out the answer is no. But I mean, the payoff, if the answer is yes, seemed pretty high. So that was just the thinking behind that. And then my hope is to defend in his side of Delta for a little while, build up a couple of forces in Echo, push into Foxtrot, maintain the counter cap on Delta, and then not have to care about Bravo necessarily. He can cap that. It's fine with me if I can establish a presence in Echo Fox. So that's the game plan. We'll see if it works out.
The placement of the STRV is really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure they did all that much work, and they're constantly counter-spotted.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But
now they are spotted, which is risky.
Yeah. I didn't even know at the time what he could possibly have spotting them. Like, I was racking my brain going, okay, it can't be anything over there. I wouldn't think that town would be close enough. Turns out, I think it was a recon M84AN, right? Oh, no? I guess it was the Brusco-Nishi. Yeah. Interesting. I didn't think they'd be able to see that far away, but, you know, this spot is super useful, and I just didn't feel safe staying in it, right?
If you want to be safe, put ATGM and infantry ATGM and recon infantry and use the STRV on where the CV90 are.
Where the CV90 right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's hard for him. You know, the line of sight is really weird in this part of the map.
Right, especially over here in the dark green.
Yeah. And it's gonna be only close engagement for your STRV, which is the STRV is good at because the rate of fire. So that's how you use it.
So
when you're doing pretty good, opener, ice map control, playing against a high level, like you are lieutenant colonel, playing against major general, you have to take that also. You have to think about that. Yeah,
Yeah, and that always is a little bit intimidating for me. Like I recently made Lieutenant Colonel about a couple of weeks ago. Before that, I was stuck at Major for a couple of weeks. You roll back about 4 months, I was hard stuck at Sergeant Major, right? So,
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything, correct, man. You can be a private and win versus brigadier or major general.
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
You don't have to stress if you see like some high level. High level also make mistakes, bro.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Actually, right after this game ended, the fellow I was playing against sent me some messages on why this was.
Your fob is dying.
Yes,
Also.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So his recon helo right at the start spotted it, and then this did get me to panic a little bit. So I buy a scout defender and I just say, okay, let's make sure there's nothing around here, and I'm just gonna circle a little bit. But yeah, I looked at the replay from his perspective earlier. He spots it when his scout defender gets to, well, when his recon helo got to about here. So
Yes.
probably should have
I mean,
had
he spent
NM.
he spent three hera to spot your fob. That's a big investment. That's more. The price is more of
Than the
than your
fob.
fob.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's very
And
fair.
also, when you play mech, you don't need really fob. Like it's not like something you need. You
Yeah.
don't have helicopter to supply. Your beacon A is not crazy. It's not like beacon C or something. Nice engagement there.
And I'm trying to run through it because every time I've played against Director, his artillery has been pretty fast. So
Yeah.
I didn't
When
want to
you
get
do
stuck
that,
here.
you should split your infantry, fix with one, and then with the second one, so they don't panic.
Yeah, fair enough. So would I move the healthy one there, or move the damaged one out, let the healthy one remain?
But I mean, you move the healthy and you fix with the damage one.
Gotcha. So kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I knew it was coming. I was like, I did a good.
Yeah.
I
You
did
did
a
good.
It's rare.
I
It
didn't
happens
watch the
sometimes.
replay before, so yeah, it's really good.
Thank you.
You can have the Sava there.
Yeah, I wanted to, and these are also a little bit tricky for line of sights. Like some of this is open, some of it's not. And
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that I got something through because the CV kill seemed more valuable than the Sava.
Exactly.
That was the one line of thought anyway. Like I probably could have peeked over there and gotten it, especially because it keeps on going out this way. But yeah, I don't know. It was priority 2. And then like looking at this, I feel pretty comfortable here.
Ticking is the way to go. Killing the CV is the way to go. You can kill the tanks after. And also, when you play against Entente, keep in mind the M84 series have only 2 top armor, so your block is very good versus that. Even
the super heavies?
No, the M84A. I mean, you don't have super heavies in mech.
Right.
You have only M84 spam. So
Gotcha.
you're not gonna. Yeah, the VR have 4 top armor. Oh, the STV, I think, get some shot there.
Yeah, so what happened is before this, when I backed out, the STRV over there got stuck in the mud. So he couldn't move.
So basically, you spend like a lot of points on STRV, and you didn't shot a lot. Like this one didn't shot all. It's still
full ammo, yeah.
Like it's like it come out from the factory, man.
Yeah, making good use of that sort of stuff is something I struggle with in the early game because
maybe if you did spam like 6 M41s and a poof at the opener would have been better because poof can kill the hero and M41s. That's only what you need. Like you can see, you didn't use STRV, any tank engagement. He's waiting for his infantry. He cannot send his tanks. He cannot feed his tanks directly. So you always have that timing. Yeah, he still don't have infantry.
I guess a question for you: if I had taken the double STRV and come up here and tried to duke it out with the M84s, would that have gone my way with the 103D double stack, or would that have been sort of a gamble?
No. STRV would have probably win because the rate of fire.
Gotcha. So maybe that's option 2.
And also, if you get like 2 Eric squad protecting that area, like where the Stormer is, you will eat the M84, not kill them, just eat them. Like 2 stack of Erics, it's no joke.
Gotcha. And then this is the start of a little bit of probing just to see what he has in Fox. So the Live Garden moving up, Dragoner to reinforce, M41. I capped up on the high ground. And I just figured, you know, even if I lose here, I should have a relatively long amount of time before stuff gets bad up on the high ground.
That's actually pretty smart.
And then the M41 is just going up here because, I don't know, I think it's a really good spot for them. I actually killed a command tank with them up here once, just chilling.
Yeah, it's pretty good. M41s are really good. You should have like 2 cards of them in your deck.
I do.
You can use them every
down bet. I use them every game.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. And I really think the NM45 is undercosted almost. Like, I don't think I'd pay 20.
Use a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd use it at 20 points necessarily, and like I don't know, maybe it's just the perfect spot for it. But in the opener, this thing seems really good.
I mean, it's your only wheeled spag opener, so you cannot use something else.
Yeah, that is fair. And then one thing that I always try to do if I feel comfortable in a match, and at this point in time, I felt kind of comfortable sitting here, despite losing the STRV, is split my opponent's attention, right? So he's trying to push me over here. Okay, that's fine. You know, there wasn't a ton of stuff in this side. We're just going to go in, see what we can get. M41s, just cheap. See if we can grind down 100 points, right? Because if he has to reinforce in here with 100 points, yeah, that's, you know, something not pushing on the high ground. So, what do you think so far? What, other than the discussion about the tanks, what else would you do differently here?
I think you're doing really well. I would have put more pressure on his 2-pointer than in Foxtrot, because if you try to micro like on big map like this, you micro like 2 zone really, like Charlie is super far to the other side, to the 1-1.
Yeah, it can lead to mistakes as well, and or like playing up this high, which also leads to mistakes just because you lose precision.
You can make mistake only because of that, but if you keep like concentrating your force like middle 2-point, your combined arm will be better, and you will make a better decision.
Gotcha.
But actually, you're doing good. You even force him to buy a native or recon tank. I don't see you using a lot of ATGM. You should have like an ATGM while you are pushing on the 1-1.
Yeah, it came out a little bit late, and because of that, I mean, it was a big missed opportunity there, I think, to get an ATGM shooting in on the recon tank, for sure. And then I lost the other 103D trying to kill the M84. And
you should always put Eric's on that down. Like even if you lose your tank, the Eric's gonna return favor for you. And the thermo mix can be really annoying, like really.
Yeah, and one thing, I definitely didn't have enough anti-air in this area. It's like,
I mean, you have 0 AA basically.
Pretty much, yeah. And that's a big problem. Like, I've seen lots of people pull out planes to recapture this, and it works too if nothing shoots them down, right? So, yeah. Now I'm feeling a little less comfortable. I think I over-invested in this side.
Exactly.
Like, it was good.
And you split your attention.
Yeah. And you can see the results of that over here. I mean, we're pinging back and forth a lot in the replay.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I was doing during the game, going, okay, something's going wrong, something's going right, back and forth and back and forth. And this was a scary moment.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
But it's only reservist. He should have white for the reservist and push his tank. He didn't do that. He was like impatient to push, so...
Yeah, I mean, there's the M84 again.
Yeah. You can always use also Mortar to smoke it and smoke your infantry, because you have MG3 Stormer, so if something come close to MG3, the MG3 murder the infantry, like no problem.
As we just saw. I mean, sure, that was militia, but they have the same health in the open as any other infantry squad at 10 strength, so another goofy thing, I got my Volkskriegsjägers all the way around here, and the unit that kills them, believe it or not, is not the Zelaznichi, it's actually his CV infantry right here.
Yeah.
So, from this moment on, I do know where that is.
I even bomb you. Holy moly.
Yeah, but I picked up the AN.
Block.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kaboom.
That's good.
110 point
For example,
kill.
this is Sava, easy target, just put a mortar on it and you will kill it.
Yeah, which I had right here. He moves it out.
Yeah, you see supply Sava, this is a really juicy target for mortar.
I probably should have gone for it right there, I think. I think I was looking over here instead, which
Yeah,
You know?
that's what I was talking about. Splitting your attention and microing on a different side of the map is kind of hard.
Yeah,
So
and
try
there's
to
the buy.
concentrate. Yeah. What are you buying?
ATGM. So
Yeah.
it was just saying, seeing the buy, I know I was looking over here because if I was looking
Yeah.
over there, I wouldn't have been. And then we pop back and buying over on this side. So yeah, split focus.
The good part is you taking +2, so that's really good.
Yeah. So do you want to just take a second? I have a question for you about how to best push back into Boris in the bottom side of Delta because it's something I struggle with. But before that, if you do like these sorts of videos, obligatory like, share, subscribe, all that stuff for the YouTube channel. It helps more than I think is apparent if you're not on the back end looking at those statistics, looking at those metrics. It helps quite a lot. So on this side, Thermomegs coming in here, and just the reinvestment from my opponent was pretty huge. So, you know, BVPs, infantry, all
it's
that
the
sort of
mech
stuff.
hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, he got the town. That's fine. I didn't want to spend anything else there until this side got a little bit more under control. So, bringing up more Falskirmjäger, Fennec.
I mean, what's giving you the +2? Delta. So you should play only on Delta, and put some pressure on middle because it's close to Delta. The AA of Charlie can help on Bravo. It's easy. You can relocate it easily. You have to think like this when you are pushing.
So how do you put pressure on Bravo from this side?
You start to put to set up recon really close to the town, so you can see the RTGM when that's gonna shoot at you.
Like here and
like
here?
this. Yeah. If you put like the RTGM, the recon there, you will spot RTGM shooting at you, and you can shoot back the RTGM, which is huge. If you cannot spot the RTGM and the RTGM shoot at you, you're gonna lose all your shit. So you set up your recon. You send you have reservist. The RTGM have 6.
Yeah. So, okay, so reservist, some recon, and then just numbers into Bravo. Shoot at anything that shoots back out at me, kind of like that. BlitzWar, you there? Hello? BlitzWar? Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you back now.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right.
All right.
We are talking about his counter push there.
Yeah, we're looking at the counter push. So Proletary in the open get absolutely smacked by the automatic, the fire support here on this side. I think it was maybe...
That's brutal.
Yeah, I think maybe it was one of those where he wasn't looking, but I mean, in that 2-3 seconds there, that's what, 60 points of infantry gone? More or less. Yeah. I was kind of surprised. Yeah, I was kind of surprised the Scout Defender was alive. Like, when I played that side, even, I mean, you can see it on this side with the NMs. Anti-air in this section of Forest is really, really nice. One hit.
Ooh, you get a really nice hit there.
Yeah? You think we get it?
I mean, if you manage to hit the second one, yes.
Last possible
and that's
second.
Huge.
Yeah.
That's pretty huge.
And as soon as I see that die, I'm just like, okay, well, let's just push the M41s. Let's get that other chip value.
Exactly. That's a really good call.
Yeah. So just keeping the pressure up. And then I should have already moved this guy probably. Like I said earlier, my opponent's artillery was very, very nice the whole game. And then on this side, he's trying to go around. So Zealous Nietzsche killed right there, Proletary, Hellcat, and I can't get any effective fire on stuff over here. The line of sight's just too weird. Like, you'd think the CV90, you know? But nope.
Yeah.
No line of sight.
Yeah.
You can see it.
I mean, it's good for you most of the time. If you smoke your infantry and something come close, you can use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
That's what I want to try to say. And
That's fair.
Also, if he cannot have fire support to his Proletary.
Yeah.
He's trying with the Hellcat, but no, because line of sight.
So I don't particularly like the Hellcat. I mean, I know it's very fast, but for 10 points, the one frontal armor seems a little Like, you have options at
Yeah.
10 points and 15 points with 3 to 5, and it really makes a big difference. And then I said earlier I didn't want to overinvest here, but as soon as everything there died, I was sitting there going, okay, sure, let's see if I can just take Foxtrot. I don't
But I
know.
imagine this is drugs gonna take the position on that zone. Yeah,
Yeah.
the transport is probably drugs.
Yeah. But I mean, I have Dragoner right here, I have Falscom Jägeri right here.
Yeah. The first Kimega should advance. Always the recon first. Don't
Yeah.
stay deep in the town. And yeah, you're doing good. But I think he's gonna try to push back the 2-pointer.
Yeah, so looking over
Yeah.
here, right, like he has BVPs, he has Hellcats, M84, Droog team.
Yeah.
I have scraps left
Oh.
on this side, right? So,
Armored CV.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
The M84 recon spotted. I mean, you take a lot, like 200 points with that CV, which is huge.
yeah, so looking
And you
at that. Sorry, go
still
ahead.
can put another CV.
Yeah, I could. I'd want to get a little bit more position back. I think that block 5 coming out, and then I clicked the wrong direction. I was looking for the M84AN, and I lost vision on it for just a second or two. And I swear, sometimes planes take the craziest curves. Like, you just... pathfinding, even in the air.
It's classic.
Yep. But we got the right click off, and Sava is not going to be enough for that. So... that's going to be a dead recon tank again. M84 immediately backs up, and then we just go to intercept the Proletary. Dragoner should do fine with that. So, I don't know. I had more infantry coming in the air and on the ground. A TOW2. So, I tend to like to put something like this back up here. Because the line of sight is so
emergency.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I flew a little too close to the sun there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, don't put your RBS like by 2 stack. Split them so they don't die to one bomber. Try to cover more area. When you have 2 of them, you can side shot stuff.
Gotcha. I was running into a problem with these guys where their very short range for an ATGM made it so that they weren't very effective up here. Right.
Yeah, they missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they missed. They're gonna get mortared, and they are 2, so they're gonna be panicked. Yeah. Always ATGM by 1 stack. Even Spike or any ATGM you want.
Gotcha. And then looking back over here, we have the Dragoner pushing up. LHV, Geverman, like this zone is going to be mine. RBS moving up, all this stuff. And I don't think my opponent's getting back in here without like 300-400 points once all this stuff moves up. So from then on, it just becomes, can I actually get back in here? I don't know. I like the CV9030N maybe more than I should. But I figure as long as I can keep picking off his tanks, these guys will just wreck everything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This was...
especially the fearsome Jäger moving to the rear shot.
Yep.
You should keep staying in the deep forest so you don't spot you.
I got a little excited. But I mean, this is also deep forest.
Yeah.
Right? So...
yeah.
Yeah. ODM 60Ps, don't underestimate them. They're goofy, to say the least. But we get both the M84s. This guy,
good move.
Yeah. These were probably the most return on investment I got out of any single unit in the entire match. So
yeah,
it's quite happy with that. And we just have more.
Are crazy.
Yeah, for sure. So we started talking about how to push back in here, and we talked about, you know, recon here and some militia. Do you want tanks beside that, or should it be something like the CV9030N, like that heavy infantry fighting vehicle to give DPS to support into Bravo?
More DPS, yeah, more DPS.
Okay.
It's more important in this Bravo push, because even the guy in face cannot use properly tank. There is a lot of town block. You have only one line of sight to try to shoot your infantry.
Alright, so right through here.
Yeah. Yeah, there is only that line for him to use it. And it's not effective to use tank in middle. Unless you have like a ton of chip tanks, like, or a ton of MF41's recon. It can work really well to get middle. I mean,
I have also seen people put like here.
Strong. Candy Mech is stronger than Entente Mech.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the consensus
in some map,
usually was Entente Mech was all around, you know, sort of best mech.
The EOS Hawk. Nice stop. I mean, it's both are really strong, but
Got
in
the
some
point.
situation, CV90 is the way to go. They destroy the PvP like no business.
Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha.
A
This
lot of
was
lot
pretty
of things
scary.
happening. Yeah.
I kind of dove it
No
with the
man
block
pads
5.
from you.
No man
You don't
pads,
use
yeah.
man pads. Yeah.
I should. I really should a lot
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
I think I need to switch out what they come in, because this deck as it stands right now, I have them in the STRV, and it's a really expensive package.
You can have the Danish Stinger. That's what I use usually.
Really?
It's really good.
Even
Yeah.
though it trades off range?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You just need manpads to put them there and there. You will spam them, like, for example, right to your CV.
Gotcha.
And our good players or like high-level players gonna do this kind of move with hair and bombers.
And a couple of man
Or
pads up here would
corners,
have made it
yeah.
a lot worse. And
Yeah.
this was actually pretty scary because, you know, +2 does get my opponent the win with, you know, even 10 minutes, let alone 14. So I was thinking, okay, if I
No,
lose
man,
this...
you have look the position of the map control. You can have his 2 point. You can see with Fox.
Well, I'm
You
not
know
saying
what's
it's
scary?
rational.
If your deck was empty from CV, that will be scary. But you have CV moving to Fox right now.
Yeah,
right
I do.
now. Yeah, pretty good. And 17k.
I thought about
This is
actually
like
pulling it
weird.
back.
Yeah.
It's weird?
Yeah, L70k is keep going for the helicopter. He don't wanna fight for the 2 point again. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's an element of frustration as well with some of the stuff. Like,
Yeah.
that definitely will have people, regardless of rank, make decisions that they might regret. I've certainly
Yeah.
been in
This
that
guy
situation.
was like, man, I'm Major General. I'm losing to Lieutenant Colonel. Send the hellos. It's time to send the hellos. We have to kill the civil.
And, you know, if I was a more careful player, it wouldn't have worked as well, but, you know, I'm
Yeah.
not, and it very nearly got the kill earlier, artillery looking for that, and I think he thought I just kept retreating out back, and I just went forward, and that one decision saved a lot of points, but, yeah, I mean, we have False
I mean,
Grimjager
when you
up
have
there.
infantry CV, you can put it on the town of Charlie, at the end of Charlie, of towns. Always put it there.
Yeah, like all the way back here, or are you looking more like...
I mean, any town you want, and you put like Dragonia close to it, the
Gotcha.
MG3 to defend it.
I'm a little scarred by
Push it.
that because of one time that I put it here and things were
You
going
get
well on the
counter-pushed.
2 point. Well, no, not even that. All of a sudden there were paratroopers just coming down out of the mountains
Oh, yeah.
right onto my CV, and yeah, that was not a recipe for success for me that game.
Yeah.
Man.
Of the Fallschirmjäger moving, maybe they can catch the CV.
Yeah, I was looking for it. I didn't see it. And I
These
started to
thermomeg
suspect.
are annoying. They are no SF?
No. So
Auto.
you
You're
might have
investing on
seen.
AA.
Right. So you might have seen earlier. I took the block 5 out chasing the thermomig earlier, and it got shot
Ooh.
down pretty quickly. So I just figured,
Yeah.
you know what? Let's get ground based. I wanted a resupply truck. I don't quite know why I didn't get one, but
Yeah.
I figured 2 automatics. That'll do a lot of work here, and
Yeah.
it just did. So
Yeah.
I just wish I'd been a little quicker on the draw, right? So, I mean, speed and recognizing that sort of need and getting it out on the field is something that I think really comes with time, and I'm still definitely picking that up. We'll get the CV, Falskermjager, Decap Delta, and that is going to be a surrender from my opponent, the Major General. No way, you can't do that. Do you have any closing thoughts about the game?
I think you did pretty good. You still you respect your objective. You push the 2 point. You try to push the 1-1 and you get it. I mean, it was a really good game for you.
Thank you, I appreciate
I'm
it.
pretty impressed. Also,
And,
your performance in Adopted Nocturne was also really nice.
I had some really good teachers. Mint Jellyman has been just amazing to learn
Yeah.
from. Along with Osama. Osama actually spent some time with me on Punchball in particular, showing me a couple of nice ways to fight around the 2 points. So I want to thank him for that as well. And, well, we'll be back with another game for you guys tomorrow or the next day, I think, depending on what's on the docket. Plus, we should have unit comparisons back up for Eurocore starting, if not today, then tomorrow. See you guys around.